Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving into the world of trade agreements, those pacts between countries that shape how goods and services flow across borders. Whether it's a deal between two nations, known as a bilateral agreement, or among three or more, a multilateral agreement, these agreements are vital for international commerce and economic growth. But their effects can be complex. At their heart, trade agreements aim to make trade easier by reducing barriers like tariffs, taxes on imports, and quotas, which are limits on import quantities. They also tackle other hurdles like complicated regulations. The goal is to create a more open and predictable trading world. This means businesses can access new markets, economies can grow, consumers potentially see lower prices, and regulations around products, labor, and the environment can become more standardized, helping prevent unfair practices. Bilateral agreements between just two countries offer a focused approach. They can be negotiated more quickly and tailored to specific needs, fostering closer economic ties. However, they aren't without drawbacks. Power imbalances can skew negotiations. Trade might be diverted from more efficient non-member countries, and a multitude of these deals can create a confusing web of rules for businesses operating in many markets. Then we have multilateral agreements, often handled by organizations like the World Trade Organization. These aim for broader, more inclusive trade liberalization. They strive for a level playing field with common rules for all participants. This promotes predictability, can generate significant economies of scale, and helps integrate developing countries into the global economy, often based on non-discrimination. The downside? Reaching consensus among many nations is tough and time-consuming, and the broad rules might not perfectly suit every country's specific needs. What about the economic impacts? Studies generally show trade agreements have small but positive effects on GDP, jobs, and wages for participating countries. For instance, analyses have shown they can contribute to increased trade surpluses or reduced deficits and generate tariff savings, benefiting consumers. However, the impact isn't uniform. Some industries thrive with increased export opportunities, while others face heightened competition from imports. It's important to remember that trade agreements often aren't the sole cause of shifts in manufacturing, as technology also plays a big role. For developing countries, these agreements can offer significant opportunities like market access, but if not structured equitably, they could also worsen economic disparities. Trade agreements can also attract foreign direct investment by creating a more stable environment. Interestingly, agreements that go deeper into harmonizing standards can have more profound effects. Looking at recent trends, we've seen a proliferation of bilateral and regional trade agreements worldwide. Trade policy is also increasingly intertwined with geopolitical considerations, sometimes leading to a more fragmented global trading environment with rising protectionism. Modern trade agreements are also expanding beyond just tariffs to address issues like digital trade, intellectual property rights, labor standards, and environmental protection. Plus, there's ongoing potential to deepen existing agreements for more economic gains. In conclusion, both bilateral and multilateral trade agreements are vital instruments in global economic interactions. Bilateral deals offer flexibility and targeted cooperation, while multilateral agreements aim for broad, non-discriminatory liberalization. While generally beneficial for economic growth and consumer welfare, their impacts can be uneven. Policymakers and businesses must carefully analyze the specific provisions and potential consequences to navigate the complexities of international trade effectively, especially as the global landscape continues to evolve. Thanks for tuning in.